Who do you consider the best personnel matchup against Kansas City?
Oh, it's the Buffalo Bills to me. When you look at the Buffalo Bills, the way to attack them defensively is to run the football. Obviously, that's not something Kansas City majors in, even though we've seen them in some games this season decide to lead with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And now it's obviously Le'Veon Bell until Clyde is back. Maybe some Darrell Williams later on in the game. And that's kind of where the Buffalo Bills are weak on defense. They have an all-pro caliber player in Tre'Davious White, who was one of the corners. Josh Norman, Levi Wallace on the other side. Obviously, those matchups outside are huge. But then when you look inside with Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde at the safety positions, I think they have two of one as a duo, maybe one of the best duos of safeties in the NFL that we never talk about. But then on the other side of the football is where I think the Buffalo Bills match up the best. You have Stephon Diggs, who has been uncoverable this season, a guy who's ascended. I know we just moved Devontae Adams up to 99 on Madden. I'm waiting for Stephon Diggs to get there too, because the dude has done whatever he's wanted on the field the entire season. And I talked about the arm arrogance of Josh Allen. That's what you have to have. When you're going toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes, you have to have a guy that's going to stand on the other side and not be scared to make the throws, not be scared to push the football down the field. If Josh Allen is throwing that pass to Emmanuel Sanders in the Super Bowl last year instead of Jimmy Garoppolo, then the San Francisco 49ers are the Super Bowl champions. That's the type of dude that's playing quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. A dude who maybe at this point, even though we're talking about Aaron Rodgers winning it, may be ahead of Patrick Mahomes in what he's provided for his team, the way he stepped up, the way he's become the leader of that franchise. I think that when you look at the way the Buffalo Bills play football, the type of discipline that Sean McDermott coaches with, the handle he has on this football team, the confidence level that they're playing with, and a little bit of that ignorance of being new to the dance, a little bit of that, you know what? I think my quarterback might be better than their quarterback. I believe my receiver is better than their receiver. I think that Moss and Singletary in the backfield can run the football enough. Oh, when that's covered on the outside, let's go to Cole Beasley in the slot. The confidence level that they're playing with, the efficiency of this offense, but also the explosiveness that a quarterback like Josh Allen can provide. Those are the things you need to play against the Kansas City Chiefs. And now, do I think it's extremely close between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers? Do the Green Bay Packers have an opportunity to say some of these same things about their team? Hell yeah. It's very close. But right now, the Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia, if they could, they'd be standing on the back of trucks, jumping on the tables, having snowball fights, understanding that this team has a chance to do some things that Jim Kelly never did, and that's win the whole thing. Yeah. This is the type of team we're talking about with the Buffalo Bills, and I think they're the biggest opposition to the Kansas City Chiefs.
So I'm not going to disagree with you in the AFC, but you mentioned it. If we are bringing in all the teams, you talk about a quarterback that you can trust in that situation is Aaron Rodgers. And they have the corners to match up as well as anybody. If we're talking Green Bay, they have the corners in Alexander and King to match up, Savage at safety. They have the secondary to play with them. They have some pass rushers on the edge, and they got Clark who can push in the middle, the edge rushers and Smith. They, to me, seem like the roster that is better personnel-wise to match up with Kansas City. However, the one thing you said that kind of undercut your argument from the top is that you need to run against the Buffalo Bills, and you kind of suggested that the Chiefs couldn't. The Chiefs had 245 rushing yards when they played the Bills.
I didn't say they couldn't. See,
had
there
like
you
160.
Go. There you go.
What did you say exactly? What did you say exactly?
There you go, Brain. I said we have seen them use the run this year. So I did not undercut my statement. I made my statement. I also added an auxiliary statement to it. And now you can run against the Packers too.
Yeah, I know you can run against the Packers. I'm just saying that I know they can run. Go ahead, Robert.
No, I was saying that, look, as a defender, I'm an ex-defensive football player, and I hate to say this, but sometimes the best defense...
you the only one on the set? You the only defender on the set?
hey, I played for the Patriots. We won the last two Super Bowls back-to-back.
Oh, man. We're the only one who know how to defend. I'm a linebacker. I'm big.
Let the man talk, guys.
Don't make me get my rings out because they're sized for the middle finger. I'm kidding. No, I ain't kidding. No. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is sometimes the best defense is an offense that can keep up with Kansas City. I don't think a defense can actually match up to Kansas City because secondary-wise, You have to have some great cover corners, but yet you have to have a pass rush. When I look at everybody on defense right now, really, there's some teams that have a good rush, but their secondary struggles. When I think about a whole team defense, you have to go out there and you have to outscore Kansas City. That's plain and simple. You got to go out there offensively, and every possession that you touch the football, you have to score to keep up with them, because we have seen it in the past. They can be down 20 points, and Patrick Mahomes comes out of halftime, has his little hot cocoa, gets himself warmed up, and throws for 400 in the second half. So I think that if you look at a team that can keep up, what's the best offensive team that can go out and score every single time they get out there? And with Buffalo's win over the Patriots, which completely destroyed them and demoralized the Patriots, I think that Buffalo can do that. They can keep up score by score, and they can go out and score at will.
Hey, Dom, and Ninkovich said that, and he played defense, so there you go.
anyone a couple Super Bowls. So, Rob, first of all, I appreciate that you are fitting in and not fitting out. You are welcome with us anytime. It has been fun already.
Anytime.
But where I have some disagreement with you and Ryan is that I have a hard time. I know that they can. I believe that in the AFC, the Bills are the best team, not named the Chiefs. They're going to give them the hardest chance. But if you bring into the equation the other side, I feel like the Packers are a tougher team. And I understand that Josh Allen has turned into something that we didn't expect. Like last week against the Patriots, his receivers and tight ends was trying to throw the game. They was out there point shaving at the beginning. Balls bouncing off face mask, and he didn't care. He kept drilling them, and they eventually they caught the ball, and they ended up blowing out the Patriots. So I got respect for him.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.